there seems to be a number of folks that follow this stock. I know this is not my uh, cup of tea here, but this actually was at a pretty interesting point. You can see right before the earnings print, the stock was right at the 200-day. That value was 69.89. We closed yesterday at 69.73. So we basically closed right beneath the 200-day. We did have that 100-day, 20 cents above that. And today here now, we are trading at plus 4.46%. So Nike on the chart here is actually doing some pretty good work. First of all, I know that we dipped beneath the low of the island candle that we made here back in June, but we were barely dipped below it. All three candles that were below it have wicks to the downside. And now after this earnings print, we've actually traded above that. And in addition, we've gapped above the 200-day and we are sitting above the 20-day. This means that a key level here for Nike today is going to be 72.19. I think if we close above that, we might actually be starting a new trend to the upside here for Nike. It is worth noting that there is significant resistance at $80 if this does in fact continue to trade higher. Also worth noting that the 50-day moving average is there at 74.67. Let me go through the report here real quick, then we'll get to Tim. I can't wait to hear what Tim says about not only baseball, but the shutdown as well. Nike reported financial results for the first quarter of fiscal 2026 after the market closed on Thursday. Nike reported first quarter revenue of $11.72 billion. That beat the estimate of $11 billion. The athletic footwear and apparel company reported first quarter earnings of 49 cents per share, beating analyst estimates of 27 cents per share. Total revenue was up 1% year over year in the first quarter. Nike brand revenue totaled $11.4 billion, up 2% year over year. Nike direct revenues were down 4% to $5.4 billion, and wholesale revenues were up 7% to $6.8 billion in the quarter. North America was up 4%, Greater China was down 9%, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa were up 6%, and Asia Pacific and Latin America were up 2%. Inventories were $8.1 billion at the end of the first quarter. That was down 2% compared to the prior year. Nike ended the period, with $8.6 billion in cash equivalents, and short-term investments. Quote, this quarter, Nike drove progress through our win now actions in our priority areas in North America, wholesale and running. That came from Elliott Hill, president and CEO. While we're getting wins under our belt, we still have work ahead to get all sports, geographies, and channels on a similar path as we manage a dynamic operating environment. Nike returned $591 million to shareholders in the form of dividends and repurchased $123 million of its common stock in the first quarter. Nike said it expects different aspects of its business to recover over different timelines. Nike is expected to provide forward-looking information and commentary in its earnings call, which it ended up doing, and this morning, the stock is still holding higher by about 4.5%. We will see how Nike trades here today.